Hi guys, this is Veronica. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these adorable Unikitty cookies. If you want to learn how I made these, please keep watching. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start by preparing a cookie dough. So here I do have 3 sticks of unsalted room temperature butter. And then 1 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. So we're going to go ahead and let that mix for about 30 seconds. I think we can go ahead and increase the speed to about medium speed and let that mix for 2 minutes or until light and fluffy. Right guys, so it's been about 2 minutes now, and as you can see, the mixture is light and fluffy. Right, so next we're going to go ahead and start adding in our eggs one at a time, and we're only using 2 eggs. And then 2 teaspoons of your favorite vanilla. And then here, while that mixes, I'm going to go ahead and mix together my dry ingredients. Here I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and then half a teaspoon of salt, and then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So go ahead and just scrape down your bowl. And while on low speed, go ahead and start adding in your dry ingredients. Add about half the mixture, and then you're going to have to scrape the bowl again, and then you can add the remaining. So after you've added all your dry ingredients, you're gonna have to let that mix for about 30 seconds, and you should have a dough. Alright guys, so here's the dough. It's already ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the surface that I have floured already. And we will have to refrigerate this dough first before we can use it. I'm just gonna go ahead and form that into a ball. And then we're gonna cut this in half. And I'm just gonna add just a little bit of flour over them so that they don't stick. I'm gonna wrap these in plastic wrap. Right, so we'll go ahead and wrap each one in plastic wrap and put those in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. Alright guys, so after 2 hours in the fridge, you can go ahead and start rolling your cookie dough. So actually mine I let refrigerate overnight because I didn't need it right away. But here it's going to be a little tough because it's been in the fridge and also because it has butter. So you can go ahead and roll it like I'm doing here. I'm pressing down lightly and rolling it at the same time. And I'm going to roll my dough out to about 1/4 inch in thickness. And so here I have a template. I did find this image online, so I just printed it and cut it out. So here I'm going to use a pen blade to cut the shape out. So I'm going to go ahead and just repeat this step until I'm done with my cookie dough. Any scraps that you have left, you can always form those into a ball again and repeat the process. Right, so here I have my cookies on an ungreased cookie sheet. I'm gonna go ahead and bake these in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 14 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. And so after my cookies baked, I did leave them on the cookie sheet for about 5 minutes to cool, and then I transferred them over onto a cooling rack to completely cool. And this is what they look like. Alright guys, so next we're going to be thinning out our royal icing to decorate our cookies, and I'm just going to show you how to do that here. So here I do have half a cup. Right, and I do have a recipe to this royal icing that I uploaded on my YouTube channel, but I'll go ahead and put the link down below so that you can take a look at that if you want. Right, then we're going to be using 1 1/4 teaspoon of water. Just go ahead and give that a mix until the water is well incorporated. Right, so after you do this step, then we're going to go ahead and color our icing. And here I'm using gel food coloring. I don't recommend using liquid because that can thin it out more. You don't want to thin out your icing any more than this. Alright, so just keep adding food coloring until you're happy with the color, and then do the same step for the other colors that you're going to be using. Alright, so next I'm going to show you how to put your icing into a piping bag. So here I just have a coupler and then tip number 1. And I'm going to be putting this over a cup, and then you can go ahead and just pour that right in there. And you're going to do this for the other icing colors that you have. And then the end of it, go ahead and tie that with something. Here I have a rubber band that are specially made for icing bags. These are made by Wilton. And then with a damp towel, go ahead and cover the tip because the icing does dry pretty quickly. Alright, so next I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the pieces off my template here. Alright, so here I've already cut them all out. Alright, we're going to use these to trace them onto our cookie. Just making sure that this is where I want it. So then I'll remove the other pieces that I'm not going to be using right now. And here I'm using an edible marker. I would normally use a yellow edible marker so that you won't be able to see too much of it. But here, because I'm recording, I'm using the black so that you guys can see what I'm tracing. And here I'm just marking the area where the white and the pink meet, and then I'm just gonna mark it like that. Right, so there you have it. Now it's time to fill in our cookie. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our horn. And what I'm gonna do is first trace it. And then we're gonna go ahead and fill it in. And then with our scribe tool, we can go ahead and fix any areas that we missed, or if you need to smooth it out a little bit more. And then we're just filling in that middle section there with our white icing. Alright, so next we're going to fill in the ears. Just make sure not to have it touch the white area that we just made. So next with the light pink, also make sure that this light pink doesn't touch the ears. So we're going to go ahead and trace our eyes and fill those in as well. So here what I'm doing, I'm just bringing in the eyes closer to me so I can see how to do the pupil of the eyes. And so this is a wet on wet technique, so before this dries we want to go ahead and fill the eyes in. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and do the glare on the eyes. And this is going to be a little bit different than the eyes that we cut out. So with my scribe tool, I'm just grabbing a little bit of icing here. So you want to go ahead and let this dry for at least 2 hours. Alright, so after 2 hours, this should be crusted over already, but it's still not completely dry on the inside. But it's okay to go ahead and continue on filling in the rest of the areas here. Alright, then next I'm going to go ahead and add the blush and the nose. And then also the mouth. And this here is also a wet on wet technique. And the same with the light pink, we're going to go ahead and fill that area in. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and outline the eyes. And we're going to be using black icing. Alright, so next with the scribe tool, go ahead and go into the black area and just, we're making the eyelashes. So just like pull some out, being careful not to mix it so much with the pink. You can also use a toothpick if you don't have a scribe tool. So next we're going to just fill in our white area there. And then that bottom area on the ears as well. Alright, so go ahead and let this crust again for at least 2 hours. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and outline the horn, and I'm using stiff consistency royal icing. So this one I did not add any water to it. Alright, so that just gives it more detail. Alright, so next we're going to grab some of this dark pink royal icing, and we're going to go ahead and outline the ears. And then we'll continue on with the light pink. Alright guys, so that's it. Go ahead and complete the same steps for the rest of your cookies and let them dry for at least 6 to 8 hours. Alright, so here I completed all my cookies. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video today. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so to see more of my videos. Everyone have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.